You and Chris are going to be in here talking about God knows what.
I've been watching him for a while.
Dude, he's awesome.
Stuff. Yeah. We're talking about the chef that's on social media.
Yep. He cooks at a sorority house.
Yeah.
Pi Beta Phi in the University of Nevada.
So,
Or Las Vegas one. I'm not sure. I think it's University of Nevada. He's got cool videos.
He's got good recipes too. Only thing is, I don't need to make that much, but I could pare it down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. If you're just tuning in, if you accidentally heard this is the Butch and Chris show. If you did this on purpose, well, thanks, and thanks for coming back to hear us, ladies and gentlemen.
Far out, man.
We're recording a couple of episodes because we haven't recorded any.
We have not.
So if you heard, go back and listen to last week's podcast and a half. You'll understand when you hear it. And then, welcome to this one. By the way, the topic when we get to it here, we're going to be playing some social media clips of younger folks who have a beef with Gen X people.
Dude,
So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I tell you, there's going to be a lot of this. Yeah, so,
Roadhouse.
Man, dude, you know what? Just don't.
Yeah.
just
Roadhouse.
There you go. It played completely this time.
All right.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris is putting things back together in his little area right now. I do want to tell you guys, if you want to find out more about this podcast, where you can...
Pull your pants up, boy.
What? Where'd that come from? Go to butchandchris.com, and from there, wow, there's just a plethora. That's one of those $5 words, by the way. You don't have to pay extra for that. A plethora of links to other episodes. We have a link to our store now where you can find 2 crackers and a barrel shirt that you can order, by the way, which we haven't talked about a whole lot, but because we haven't been here in a while. But yes, our store now has the 2 crackers and a barrel shirt that you can get, and I'll be coming up with other merchandise ideas as it comes up.
He's never consulted me.
I've never consulted him. No, I've
once.
sent you. I've sent
No,
you
you
pictures.
sent it to me, but you don't. This is what we're doing. Okay.
No, I did not say. I said that. What do you think? And you went, "That's awesome, man." I said, "Okay, cool," which I took to be.
I'm going to answer this call on air.
Okay, so let's answer this call on air, ladies and gentlemen.
Big Daddy Rage. What's up, man?
Daddy Rage.
We are actually in the middle of recording a podcast.
Thank you for your continued support.
I'm surprised you answered.
Big Daddy.
Well, I saw who it
Rage.
was, and I mean, you are a producer, so
Yeah.
we answer those calls.
Yeah,
bro.
we answer, especially when when it's you, Mikey.
I'm going to send you. I have his number for all the rest of you producers. If I have your number, I will send you a picture of this doggone soundboard he's got now. It's pretty cool. Butch has gone high tech.
It's fancy. I'm telling you. I've got things here I can
What are you doing?
And I'm hanging out in Hotel Bethlehem in Bethlehem.
Are you?
Yep.
Are you coming in?
I'm coming. Yeah.
You coming in tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are y'all going?
Yeah, we're going to go up for the day.
I'm not.
Tailgating?
I'm not going, man.
Yeah.
But I got to take some papers to Haiti. So
Yeah, well, Cannon is not going to be there, and I just don't see any reason to go. To be honest with you,
I doubt we should more than half the game.
dude, I haven't talked to you since last weekend. But when we left in the third quarter, by the time we got to the truck, Auburn was ahead. I'm like, what? Wow.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Hey,
man,
hey,
we're
Mike, I saw a T-shirt the other day that you may appreciate. It had Arkansas Razorbacks. We almost always win.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the one and only
Big Daddy Rage.
Big Daddy
called
Rage.
in during the podcast.
Yep.
You know, surprise. Which leads us to, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about our producers.
Let's talk about 'em.
The wonderful people that support the Butch and Chris show with a monthly contribution of Chris. Do you think? I mean, how much do you think we ask for people to pay?
$27.
$27. No, Chris. We ask them to pay $3 a month.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. K-Tel, it was always $19.99.
It was always $19.99 in KTEL, and that was '70s money.
Right?
You
I
know.
mean, that was some serious cash.
That was some serious cash.
There
in the
was a
70s.
lot. You could do a lot with $20.
I used to mow lawns for $10
You could do a lot with $20.
and thought I was making good money for $10 a lawn. So I'm just saying, you know. Anyway, back to the producers, of course,
Big Daddy Rage.
and then we're going to kick off with
Sandy Weaver is a new one.
Sandy.
Thank you, Sandy.
thank you, Sandy, Smiley,
Shut up, Dad.
Smiley,
Kate S.
Kate S, Roger McDougal,
Melinda Hignite.
and good old Dusty Breeze.
I couldn't save you this time, bro. Chris B. Thank you, Chris B.
Nancy Schwartz,
Schwartz.
Joshua Ramsey,
Fran
Fran
Adams.
Adams,
EM.
EM, Donna's husband, and Tanya Highland. Ladies and gentlemen, our first ever producer
So-
was Tanya Highland.
Real quick, before we cut the music, Melinda Hignite. It took me a minute, but I finally figured out who
Yeah.
you are. And thank you very much
Yeah.
for supporting our podcast.
How about that?
Yep. That's an 85 grad right there, baby.
85, class of 85.
That's
right,
right.
right behind me
Yep.
on that one. I've got so many friends from the class of 85.
Me too.
You know, well, of course, you were right there with them. And with eternal love to Linda and Steven, thank you to all of our fantastic supporters. Find out how you can support this podcast by heading over to butchandchris.com.
So I want to talk real quick. I want to talk to the people that have stumbled onto this podcast. If
Yeah.
there's anybody that's ever
Yeah,
stumbled
if you've
on
ever
this,
just
listen, guys,
accidentally started
here's
listening.
the deal.
Yeah.
We have show notes and there's stuff we're going to talk about.
Did you open both of those? Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Go.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, come on. We're drinking beer. You got to have two open.
My bad.
This is pretty much it. I mean, you just never know what we're going to talk about. We have show notes with stuff we're going to topic, but we go off on tangents, and I hope you stick around.
Because sometimes the whole show is a tangent. We call those Willey Vanilli shows. And so if you ever say this show's going to be Willey Vanilli,
Yeah,
You know what that
you don't know
means?
what's coming then, bro.
you know what that means?
I don't, dude.
I didn't come
have
up with a
picked
plan.
that up, and I don't know. I can't get rid of it. I call everybody bruh.
Bruh. What's up, bruh?
Hey, bruh.
Yeah. And so, it's a good, it's actually
That
going to lead
one-
us into our topic later, but yeah.
That one, and I'm talking to my big Australian Shepherd, Gypsy.
Mm-hmm.
I start talking to her, and she'll start barking and stuff. I'm like, girl, you crazy. You crazy, girl. Girl, you crazy. You crazy. She eats it up. She loves
Oh,
it.
of course she does. And then, of course, you also had the tactical assault poodle.
I do, man. Coco Lou, the tactical poodle.
Yeah.
He is
And then,
something else.
yeah. And poodles are so smart, man. You can look at them and see the wheels turning sometimes.
Dude, you could tell the first time I laid eyes on that, she was a puppy, and I was like, this dog is smart.
Yeah.
She was watching everything,
Yeah.
and she knows what she wants, and she's going to get it.
So I was watching this guy on social media. He's a veterinarian, and he was giving his picks for the dumbest dog breeds. What do you think they were?
Whatever Mitchell Fusilier had.
That's wildly specific, but
He was a sweet dog, man, but he didn't have brains. He just didn't. Skipper was his name.
Skipper. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Mitch, if you're listening, bro. We didn't-
Well, so he's probably like a mutt or something, or
I don't
just,
know, man.
you
He
don't
was
know
a
what he
sweet
was.
dog, though, dude. I really like Skipper, but
Yeah,
he
he
just man, he would mess with my cat, and that cat would nail him every
time,
dude.
and
And it
he's
was like,
like-
dude, learn.
He got to learn
Don't
things.
mess with that cat. He's not playing.
So this guy was on. He's talking about dumb dog breeds, and of course, one of them was a French bulldog. He said, not that bright.
Dude, I've seen some funny stuff by French bulldogs. Though.
Oh, I've seen some funny
They're-
things.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute.
Ooh.
We'll get back to talking about dumb dogs,
I
but
just glanced in this direction. It was like, womp, 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 womp.
ladies and gentlemen, Chris has popped another beverage.
Yes, I have. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not drinking local, you are missing out. And all you hardcore beer drinkers out there, I get it. Volume is better, but taste
Is it, though?
exceeds all.
Yeah.
It exceeds all. Well, dude, if you're going to be around a bunch of guys on a weekend trip or
You
something,
know-
you buy
Yeah.
the good beer.
You know,
Don't buy this right gut local stuff. You buy the good beer to take to those guys.
the good beer, air quotes. Here, got this for you, fellas. What's that? That's called a Frio. It was
Milwaukee's best
$18 for a
light, baby.
36 pack.
Dude, when I was in college down in Texas, we were buying Schaefer's Light
Oh my gosh.
for
Why?
$8 a case.
$8 a case. Well, there you go.
And not only did you get a little buzz, but you also got completely cleaned out
Yeah.
the next day. I mean, it was like these
honestly,
these cleanses.
It was a cleanse.
Yeah,
What did
$8 you can get cleansed
Yes,
with some Schaefer's Light.
Juice cleanse. No, beer cleanse. Beer cleanse. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
man. We
Plus, you
drank
follow
a
that
ton of
up to get rid of the hangover at Waffle House the rest of the day. You get a powerful cleanse.
So that was like 91, 92.
Yep.
Right in there. So on either side of town, Paris, Texas, you've been there. It's in the middle,
It's in the
of
middle of nowhere.
freaking nowhere. It's a
Yeah.
town of 25,000 in the middle of nowhere. And on either side of town, you could buy beef, pork sandwiches, barbecue
Yeah.
for $1 a piece.
That's fantastic.
And it was right by the beer store.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, man, we drank a lot of Schaefer's Light and ate a lot of barbecue.
A lot of barbecue.
They had these little, they call them Pittsburgh sausages, and they smoked them, and they were hanging
Yeah.
by the register. It was a little, that little one room shacks you see
Right.
for sale on the, it was like that.
Yeah.
And they had the smoker out back, and you walked in, and you got, we bought 4 or 5 sandwiches.
That's
and,
amazing.
Yeah. Pittsburgh sausages and Schaefer's Light. Yeah.
So last episode, we talked about all the new stuff that's happened since we've been gone.
We talked about Ace Frehley, too.
We talked about Ace Frehley. I don't know if we talked about the fact that, so let me tell you a story. You know, but not everybody else does. I'm just going to share it out there. And guys, my friends of mine that are my age, if you're in this same situation. So back in the 90s, I worked in a very loud environment at a warehouse for about 6 years. And didn't think about it much then. However, for the past 5 years, I've wondered why people have been mumbling. And why I can't hear my wife. And so finally, the culmination came on Labor Day. Donna's husband and I were talking in a group of people. It was Brad Mason. I'm not going to be mean to him.
No. You can't let up
Yeah.
now, dude. If you give him an inch, he'll take them off.
I know he will. But no, we love Brad. But anyway, Brad actually called me out on it because we're sitting there and we got a bunch of other people talking, and he's like literally it's close to you and me. For me, I'm
Dude,
sorry.
I just got assaulted.
Yeah, that's okay. You wish, you savage. And anyway, we're talking, and he
Don't
looks
run
at
from
me,
your feelings.
and he said, "You haven't heard a thing I said, have you?" I said, "About every other word."
Yeah.
And it was that was the point. Debbie and I loaded up to drive back to Conway, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my hearing tested. So we go in and get my hearing tested, and it was like I was expecting. Yeah, you've lost a little bit. No, I have moderate hearing loss, and it's well into the moderate range. So, long story short, I've got hearing aids now, and let me tell you, I never thought that could be as cool as it is because not
He's
only
like Star Trek now, dude. I call him. He's talking to me through his head.
I'm talking through
his
so
hearing aids.
it's great because I can listen.
I'm sorry.
To music.
I just found out how amusing that was. That's freaking awesome, dude.
It is. I can listen to music through it. I can listen to my audiobooks when I'm out walking. It's great, man. It's been life-changing in a positive way. So, and this is just a public service announcement because I know a lot of guys our age, the biggest word that they say is what or huh.
Yeah, oh my God. I get told I mumble. Do I mumble?
No. Well, I probably thought you did before.
I mean, honestly, my wife tells me I mumble all the time, and I'm like, I don't.
Well, maybe she needs to go get her hearing checked.
Any of y'all that know me, unless if we're at a party or something, I'm totally different than I am in a social setting, and I don't talk very loud because I don't want to be noticed.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a big guy, you don't want to be noticed. I don't want to be noticed. Yeah. I don't. I'd just rather be in the corner, just left alone. Yeah. But she says I mumble, so I don't know.
I never noticed that, but I thought everybody mumbled for a while. I found out it was me, totally me. But anyway, that's public service, guys. If you're my age, and listen, I know that's telling on my age. I'm not 60 yet, but I can see it.
I'm very close myself.
And but yeah, that was a good call on my part. Debbie's been asked after me for years to go get my hearing tested, and it was all pride, you know. But when that finally embarrassed me enough where I couldn't hear anything, and the guy sitting 6 feet away, Brad.
Yeah, I don't get to talk near as I don't get to call him names like I used to. He didn't hear me before.
I know. But anyway, to the topic, Chris. So
I don't want to talk about it. I
don't care. Okay. Which leads us into this, the whole Gen X thing. Apparently, we are looked at as I don't think it's admiration. I think partial fear by some other generations and stuff. I don't know what it is, but I will tell you this guy right here. And this guy is a guy named Brady Michael. Okay, and Brady has this to say. So I'm going to crank this up and see how this does right here. So.
If I don't know you and you refer to me as buddy, you're going to feel off of my finger beds across your cheek. I don't think y'all middle-aged men realize it. I know you're just trying to be nice, but when you call me buddy because you feel like you have seniority over me, it is so degrading and so just, I'm a man. I'm not a fucking buddy. Don't do it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll be real honest with you.
Okay, Scooter.
I'll be real honest with you, dude. I don't know that I call anybody buddy.
I do. I mean, I call people Bud and Buddy and stuff like that.
Well, I call my son that. I call him Bubs. I don't call him Bud. But we were walking through Harbor Freight one night, and this must be something that's going on with the younger generation. And you said this earlier, and then you said what the topic was going to be, and I was like, oh, okay. I actually have a reference.
Yeah.
Because we're walking through, and there were a couple of Hispanic guys that we were in the power tool aisle, me and Cannon, and I said, excuse me. And he said, it's okay, buddy. And Cannon turned around, whipped around. He's like, buddy, I guess you're wanting your ass beat. And I was like, what?
What? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's a generational thing.
I guess, man. Because I don't know.
I would have never thought about, calling someone Bud or Buddy or something like that. I never took offense to it.
Evidently, it is a thing because my son.
Yeah.
And his head whipped around, and that was the first words out of his mouth, and it was that quick. And I was like, whoa, okay. I didn't know this was a thing. Didn't bother me at all. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. I'm like,
Julio. Whatever, dude.
Yeah. I don't
whatever
care.
We got to do. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
Wow.
But evidently that's the thing. I don't know.
I guess it is. And, who knows? Because, obviously I'm as clueless about what kids are into now as anybody. I am that old guy. But to me, it didn't seem like that big of a deal. But here's the thing that I want to tell this young guy that says that if some middle-aged guy calls him buddy, he's going to slap him across the face. First of all, I want to warn you against that.
Yeah, that's not going to turn out
That's not going to turn out well for you.
It's not going to turn out like you think it's going to turn out.
Have
You're
you
going to
ever
be wondering what the hell just happened.
have you ever heard of Old Man Strong? It's a thing
It is a thing.
It
I'm
is
not
a
going to
thing.
lie to you. We are too old
to put up
to
with
play
that.
around with
Yeah.
bullshit. We're not
Yeah.
going to waste that energy.
Nope.
And it's going to be over as soon as we can possibly make that over with. So I recommend you just check up.
The
Just don't do
last thing in the world I would ever consider myself is somebody who would be great in a fight.
that. No, me neither.
I am not. Because at our age, I'm going to tell you something. Somebody's getting hurt. For sure, one of them is going to be me. Whether I win or lose,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
getting
gonna
hurt.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You're gonna.
That's the last thing I want to do. But dude, there's a point you're going to cross there.
Yeah.
That's not going to end well for you.
So yeah, I just thought
It's not going to end well for us.
It's
How
not
about
gonna
that?
end
I don't
well
want to
for
sound like
everything.
some Billy badass because I am.
I am not. And the last thing. Listen, the last thing I ever want to do is get in a physical altercation at my age. I just don't want that.
So I'm going to tell you something. Here's what y'all need to think about. Okay. Let me put it in perspective from our viewpoint. We grew up under the greatest generation that has ever walked this planet.
Yep.
Our grandparents came out of the greatest generation that has ever lived on this planet. And I'm talking about the people that lived through the Great Depression, lived through World War II, on into Korea. The world was in turmoil, and they're a different breed. And they raised us. My mom, you can ask this man right here. My mom would say, "You boys want a Coke?" Yes. Well, the glasses are in there. You know where the Cokes are. Y'all fix yourself Coke, whatever you want. You didn't get waited on.
No.
You know? And you'd come home and you'd been in an altercation at school, and your dad would say something like, "Well, what did you do?
Yeah. Who started it?
What did you do? What happened?" And then it was like, "Well, you ran your mouth. You got your ass beat. Don't do that." Or, "That's bullshit. Get in the truck. We're going to
gonna go
take
talk
care
to
of this right now." That's the generation we grew up in. Nobody knew where we were. Nobody cared where we were. But your ass better be home at the certain time that you were told.
At the time you said you were going to be home.
Your ass better be there. Don't make them come looking for you because they were bringing an ass whipping with them.
Here's the thing that I think blows a lot of people's minds is nobody knew where we were.
Nope.
There was no phones to track us with, thank goodness. There was no video evidence of what we were doing.
Nope.
Thank goodness.
I feel for these kids growing
I
up in
do
this
too.
day and time. Jesus.
Oh, my gosh. Because everything, you may be recorded anywhere
That's
at
right.
any time.
That's right.
So, my gosh.
And you slap one of us and it's going to be all over the internet.
That's
You
what I'm
getting your
saying.
ass stomped
Yeah.
in the ground because you weren't expecting no comeback, but it's coming.
Yeah, exactly.
Any of us, I'm telling you, I don't care who it is, it's coming. We were just raised that way.
I know.
So just leave Gen X alone. I'm
Yeah.
just saying we don't care. Just leave us alone.
Sending out these thumbs up emojis, and they look more like this to the
She's
Gen
flipping off
Z
the
and
camera.
millennials. Yo, we depict the thumbs up as a it's
Well, Punkin, here's the thing. You need to watch Happy Days because none other than Arthur Fonzarelli told us that a thumbs up was the ultimate affirmation
That's right.
that you could give to somebody.
That's an okay.
Yeah.
Let me just translate for you, young lady. That's an okay.
Yeah. You did
We're
all
good
right.
to go.
We're good
That's
to go.
It. And if you
That's
take that as a flip you
affirmative.
off,
That's you.
that's on you.
That's on you, Punkin.
That's not
Now,
the way it's meant.
Am I being kind of that guy calling you Punkin? Yeah, kind of am. So
I just don't care,
Yeah.
man. This is
that's the thing.
You, my brother, and my cousin made me get on social media. And thank God you did, because if you've got kids, that's how everything is planned, is through social media. So we navigated that very well. I go to Facebook, I go to Marketplace. I'm looking for what deals are out there, whatever. I don't care.
I check it once a day to see if I got family that have birthdays.
That's it. I go through the notifications and see if there's somebody that I need to respond to, and if there's not, I don't scroll through that. Now my wife does, and a lot of people do, and if that's your bag, hey man, whatever.
Yeah.
But whatever.
You know,
I can't respond to that because I could care less. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
That's on you, and that doesn't involve me.
And that was my thing too. Is that if you think that the thumbs up is some kind of a diss or anything like that, it's not. I promise you, it was not intended to be.
No,
you decided to redefine that. We didn't, and so that's on you. And so you got to, you know.
What's her name?
I don't know. I don't have it right away.
I want to have her on the show.
I know.
I've tried to get Ken to come over a couple times. He was going to come one time.
I know, but we canceled out, and that was me.
Just to get a younger man's standpoint.
Yeah.
And that would have been. He'd have been cool here to have.
He'd have been cool.
tonight.
This is the one we were going to do with him. So.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
That sucks.
So, yeah, and he could have told us about the buddy thing, which trust me, most people do that. They're not trying to dish you or anything like that. They're not looking for Roadhouse.
Yeah. You're not looking for that, dude. I'm telling you. I mean, you're probably gonna have to pull out a weapon, and it's just not.
It's not because
And I hear the lamentation of the women.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now, it's not. This is just it's a crazy. That's crazy to me.
It's crazy,
Like the rest of the world. Well, I mean, as if we don't have enough turmoil in the world.
We don't turmoil in the Oh, really? What happened? Everything.
Jesus.
There's times where I had to step off from that stuff because
I got
get mad.
admonished by one of the twins. Been hanging out with them quite a bit. Just it's nice to go over and just talk to adults.
Yeah.
And I didn't know certain things that happen on the news because he watches the news every night. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking about.
And I didn't know. And he's like, "How do you not know?" I said, "I don't watch the news.
Yeah.
I don't trust the news anymore.
You're going to be a lot happier if you don't."
Right. And I mean, I had no idea that somebody had tried to put out a hit on Pan Bondi.
Yeah.
I had no idea that the Louvre had been robbed, which I know that it's a thief, but I think that's just cool as shit to me.
That's like Mission Impossible, Ocean's 11
Thomas
stuff there.
Crown Affair.
Yeah,
that
kind of thing.
high end crime. I don't know. It's just entertaining.
It's bad that they stole, but gosh, that's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool. That's right. So, I mean, I just don't. And people out there are going, "Oh my God, he doesn't watch the news."
Yeah,
I just don't. I don't.
Let me tell you, I can speak to this a little.
I do read my email and I do keep up with news that way, but
as a guy that still works in media, but worked in the news media for a good 10 years. I will tell you this: usually not at the local level. Although I'm seeing that more and more because I don't think they're teaching journalism anymore in schools. I just obviously not. Don't get me started on that. But I learned journalism from old school news guys, and I watched Walter Cronkite as a kid, and that's when it's like here's the news. There's no emotion really put into it. It's just here's what happened. And it is instead we've gone and plus back in the day, the news was something that came on at you got your local news at 6:30. You did world news.
No, it was 5:30 was world news, and then
5:30 was world news, and 6 was local.
And then 6:30 started Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
because my mom was not going to miss Wheel
or
of
the
Fortune.
Beverly Hillbillies, depending on which channel.
My house, it was Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, and so but. We had just set times that you could get news. And so they only had 30 minutes of news. Well, now you have 24-hour news channels who literally try to sensationalize everything to an nth degree. They use words that are not honest when they're telling stories. Right. And it's just, it's a whole different animal. It is meant to get your eyeballs on there. It's meant to scare people and to keep them tuned in to see what's going to happen next and to, pay for commercials.
It's just wrong.
And it's not done correctly. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm on a soapbox here, but that's what I feel about.
That's why it got to be where I was seeing stuff on the news and then seeing stuff on the internet, and it was black and white. It wasn't like this is a guess. They're just totally just spewing lies.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, really? And people are just eating it up. They don't do their own research. Do your own research. That's all I'm saying.
Well, yeah. But my thing is do your own research, but make sure your sources are credible.
Well, I
And-
don't trust Snopes. I know you do.
I don't trust Snopes on everything. Here's what I trust Snopes on was for like the things of like the obvious, like Facebook is going to start charging you money, crap like that.
No.
They're pretty much dead on that kind of stuff. No, I don't trust their stuff because I think they have a political.
Please
staff.
start charging me money because I will not have a Facebook account after that.
Yeah,
Thanks.
But
Perfect.
it's like those internet scams, like like there's catfish with COVID swimming down the Arkansas River, which was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen.
What? What did you say? Repeat that because I was half listening. What?
Catfish with COVID are swimming down the Arkansas River. I swear to you that during the height of that, I was like, and of course, who is it? It's someone, it's always some older person that's sharing this stuff because it feeds into their fears.
Yeah, and they don't.
And they have no judgment on
They
that.
trusted the news. The news was trusted when they were growing up. So, yeah.
There you go.
My mom, she almost got scammed so many times.
Oh my gosh.
And when she went in her final year or so, when she had dementia would kicked in and she couldn't remember anything, they were just taking advantage, man. And it's sad.
It's that makes me angrier.
Oh my God.
Than anything.
And you're talking about you know how smart my mom was. She was
Genius
brilliant.
woman.
But they would just make it sound so real.
I know. There is a guy. Sometimes I'll get down a rabbit hole on like YouTube Shorts. I'll start looking for. There's a guy that shows up every once in a while that he scams scammers.
Oh yeah, I've seen that guy.
Oh, it's so much fun to listen
YouTube.
to. Yeah, it
He's
just
on
gives me
YouTube.
so much satisfaction
Yes,
to see guys like that coming in
and they're
and just
freaking out.
And what he does is he gets them to click a link, and then he has their information, and he's able to get into their computers.
Yes,
And I was like going, I love it. It's like the ultimate revenge thing, especially for an IT guy, because I know how he does. And I'm going, that's so cool.
I know we kind of got off topic.
No, we did. We did.
This generation, and it's funny because I remember my grandparents saying this generation. you know, so I think it's just perpetual.
Nothing's new under the sun, Chris.
No.
And I think we're complaining about them. But listen, let me tell you something that I've noticed.
I really don't have a complaint about them.
I don't either.
That's the thing people need to understand. I don't literally. I'm on my soapbox, and this is going to be some language. So if you have a small child, I'm not going to say anything really bad, but I don't give a shit what you do at your house.
Yeah,
I do not care.
Mm-hmm.
But don't ask me to accept it and like it. That's my business.
That's your business.
And that's their business. How did we get to a point where we're in everybody's business trying to tell them what they can and can't do?
Okay. We have not an entire generation. Man, I work with some phenomenal young people.
Yeah, man,
Younger
I
folks.
do too. I absolutely do.
The young man, and I say young man, he's probably in his mid-30s. The guy that's coming in that's doing our work here in the house. This guy's top notch. This guy's a solid dude, But the dude abides. The dude abides. But there's a certain group of people out there that think if you don't agree with everything that they think, well, then you're a terrible human being.
Yeah, a bigot, a racist, a fascist, a Nazi, or what?
As a matter of fact, to the point
man?
where fascism they don't even mean anything anymore because they've redefined that to anybody that is to the and I'm going to get a little political, but not a lot because this is absolutely true. That anybody that's to the right of Bill Clinton, and probably Bill Clinton himself now, if they looked at his policies, would call him a fascist as well.
Oh my God, dude! It's
just stupid.
Yeah. In the media and social media, as well as the mainstream media, has worked to perpetuate this.
Well, of course,
And
they
it's
have.
awful.
Of course, they have.
It's awful.
All social media is an outrage machine.
That's it.
It's they're trying to show you something to get you outraged, to get you to engage, because they figured out,
And it worked on me for a little while.
that you'll get engaged. Yeah.
It did work on me.
You know what I do is I
I'm
pretty
done
much
with
have
that.
mine now where if I go on social media, it knows that I like to watch dog videos
Yeah, me too. I send them to my family all
cooking
the time.
videos.
Cooking videos.
and dog videos. Thank you. Anything else I could block,
Have
because
you? I think we talked about this off air, but have you seen the bear attacks
yes.
of people on the porches?
Well,
and I'm wondering
a lot
if
of that's AI.
I'm wondering if
It
it
is.
is.
A lot of it's AI.
I saw one the other night where a cat saved a guy.
Yeah, that's AI. I know which one you're talking
All
about.
right, well, there's several. It's not just one. It's
Yeah, but if you
evidently
look,
everybody's
there,
having fun
there's
with
some
AI.
similarities. Yeah, that you can look at there that are in all those attack
But
videos.
I think there's some legit videos out there with cats running a damn bear off.
Well, let me tell you. Let's talk about the bear attacks. In Arkansas, we've had 2 bear attacks. One that was lethal
Really?
in the past 3 months. We had 2 bear attacks. The other one might have been 2. I'm not sure. I don't know if he survived. But black bears, which usually are not, unless they're a sow with cubs.
Yeah.
But some of these were just unprovoked, and I have an idea why this is happening. I think they're getting fed by people, and that they've lost their fear of people.
I think they've found. I don't think people are feeding it, but if they've got outdoor animals and they're leaving food out,
Yeah.
bears. I mean, like when I backpacked in New Mexico, we had to put everything, and I mean,
You gotta
everything
bear-proof
that
it.
smells. It doesn't matter if chapstick, film. Back when you had film for cameras, that had to go in the bear
smell
bag.
because they smell it. Yeah,
They'll eat through anything to get the food, Jack. And we'd have to hang it up between 2 trees in the middle, and yeah.
because
Nothing will sober you up in life. Not that I was in any way enhanced when I was there, but I walked out through some bushes to the sump. That's where you wash your dishes, and there were 3 brown bears there. They had the sump, and I'm like, yeah, that's your sump. I'm leaving. I backed up.
You know
and
what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
clean
get
pair
out
of
of here.
shorts. You know, all of that. It had to have it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That'll sober you up real quick about life.
yeah,
Because you have no idea how small you are until that happens.
no, especially a brown bear.
Yeah. And I've seen
huge.
black bears in the woods. Beautiful animal. Oh, my God. Prettiest animal I've ever seen besides a fox.
Mm-hmm.
A fox at night. He was trapped in the
Yeah.
headlights of the side-by-side we were in. He couldn't figure out where he could smell us, but he couldn't figure out where we were. And he was beautiful. But a
Yeah.
black bear, coal black, and they're scared of you.
Yes, they are.
Normally.
But like I
So-
said, I think that they've gotten used to people. And then, because when we were kids in the 80s, the black bear population in this state had not rebounded enough where we ever saw them.
No, I saw them all the time because we had the original strain of
Oh, you did on the
Arkansas, but
island.
On the island, we did, and we saw them all the time from when I was a little kid. In fact, one of my great uncles grabbed a cub off a tree and was going to take it home with him, and
Yeah. No.
yeah, he dropped it, and Mama stopped there. That was a blessing.
Yes, because Mama could have just as easily.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. That was crazy. But anyway, I've seen them all my life. Beautiful animal, and we've had them come up to the camp and come up and try to get in the door.
Mhm.
One of my cousins heard something out on the porch, opened the door, and we were 12 feet in the air. A bear went over the top rail.
Yeah.
Scared of him, didn't realize anybody was there, and I'm sure they come up there all the time when nobody's there.
No, but that's what I think with that we have such a bear population now. I think they're going to have to start increasing the bag limits on those just to keep
I
them.
I personally would never shoot one unless I had
Yeah.
to. I don't care. A lot of people want a rug or whatever.
I'm not shooting something for a rug.
No.
And like you said, the only way I would it would be in self defense.
But again, that's your house.
Yeah.
You do what you
do what you wanna do.
You do you, boo.
yeah,
I'm not doing it in my house.
because let me tell you the kind of hunter I was. Well, can you buy venison in the store yet? Dang. All right. Well, I guess I got to go get
Well,
it.
let me tell you what
And
kind
so-
of hunter I was. Me and the beef, my cousin the beef, we were known around our camp, family camp, as the night watchman.
Yeah.
Don't wake us up to get on the stand in the morning. We're not doing.
We'll do the evening hunt.
We're doing the evening hunt, and we will be up most of the night talking, drinking beer, and watching TV, and had a blast.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of hunter I was.
So let me tell you. So this is my hunting. I swear this is true. My dad loved deer hunting like
yes, he did.
Nobody else I've ever known.
Did.
And when it wasn't deer season, he was thinking about deer season and what he was going to do.
True story.
True story. So this would have been in the, I think, late 90s. It was late 90s. So I'm thinking 98. And at that time in South Arkansas.
What year did your dad die?
2012. But in 1998.
That was a rough one, bro.
That was a rough one, dude. It still is. The doe to buck ratio in South Arkansas was 20-1.
Oh, yeah.
So every little scrub buck was out. There were no good racks down there.
No.
None. Because every little scrub buck, because this old antiquated thinking of all these old codgers down there, I ain't shooting no does. Well, you're an idiot.
Yep.
Because, and
they made it mandatory on the island. The timber company made it mandatory. They had a biologist, and we had a quota of does that we had to kill, and we had 12 members, and there were only like 8 bucks that we could kill.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course, everybody's going to pull the trigger on the buck first if it was a decent deer. Not me.
Not me, dude.
We're done, boys.
I was always a freezer hunter.
Yes,
and it's like
me too. I hadn't found a recipe for horn soup yet.
You can put those in a pressure cooker, and those antlers are not going to soften up.
Nope.
So no, so true story. I swear this is true. We went down in 1998. It was me and Dad and my nephew Mike, and we go out and we plan on 4 days that I've taken off work, stay in camp for 4 days. We're going to leave early in the morning at 3 a.m. We're going to jump in, drive down, start hunting, stay in camp for 4 days, come home. We get down there at 5:30. Get out. We get on our stands waiting for daylight. Daylight comes. Within 15 minutes, I have one. I hear Dad shoot. I hear my nephew shoot. By 9 o'clock that morning, we're tagged out. Completely tagged out. We have 9 deer. And Dad said, well, you guys can stay if you want to.
I'm going home.
He said, I think we need to go home. So we ended up basically quartering up all of the deer and putting in, and we had to go buy more ice chests. We didn't expect to get that many deer. Had to go into town to Walmart, get more ice chests and ice. We drive back in. We've got 9 deer in ice chest.
Yep.
And we're home by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, we're skinning everything out so we can let them sit, and, you have to pack them in ice and let them bleed out and all that kind of stuff. But it was like my deer hunt was over in 3 hours.
Yep. That's a good duck hunt too.
Yeah.
Be over in 30 minutes. Love that. That's my favorite.
And you're done and you go home.
Yeah.
And like
No. You go to Waffle House or their local Greasy Spoon, have breakfast.
That's what you do.
Then you go home.
Yeah. Dad was so cheap we didn't do that.
Well, this is duck hunting, buddy.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah. But Dad was it's a funny thing. I'd say, Dad was running to get some McDonald's. No, I got some bologna right here.
Yep.
All right. I guess we're having bologna.
You got cheese?
Got cheese. Of course he had cheese. Come on, man. We're not savages. Of course we had cheese.
I'm going to tell you something. One of the best sandwiches I ever had was Miss Sweeney, and it was Sweeney's Grocery between Dumas and Monticello on the highway.
Those old grocery stores.
Yep. And she made a bologna and cheese sandwich. Oh, my God. And
Petit Jean bologna?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Don't care. It was the best
great.
damn bologna sandwich I've ever had. So, yeah, I would, you can say what you want about bologna, but I don't eat it. I probably hadn't had a bologna sandwich in probably 10 years, but
dude,
I would eat one right now.
I regularly have them.
Do you really?
Shoot, yeah, dude.
My wife is not going to eat bologna, so.
I love the basic bologna sandwich, meaning I like to get it, I like to cook it up, or you get a little char on it.
Yes, sir.
I put it on
slits in it.
Yep, you got to make it look like Pac-Man. You do 2 slices of bologna, fried up, white bread
Yes.
with mustard.
Absolutely.
That's how I go. It's basic and it's delicious. You know what else is good like that?
Tell me.
Potted meat, little mustard,
You know
white
what,
bread.
dude? I can do potted meat with out mustard. I haven't had it with mustard. I always just ate potted meat and bread.
Oh, nothing wrong with that either.
I mean, I can't.
Join us
I
for
will
more.
not recommend that to anybody.
No,
But
it's definitely a taste that you
it
grew up
is,
with.
Yeah.
When you had what I call
Any sausages. Too.
struggle food, because we didn't struggle financially when my dad was, but my dad struggled financially as a young man. And so a lot of this, I think, was taste that he acquired, bologna, potted meats, and things like that as a young man because he was broke.
I haven't even seen potted meat in the store.
Oh, yeah, it's still there.
I mean, but I haven't seen it because I'm
Yeah.
not looking for it. So, Kipper snacks.
Kippered
I
herring.
don't eat much fish, but Ray Dennis turned me on to Kippers
Kippered
when we
herring.
were in college, and that with hot sauce on.
Oh, heck yeah, brother.
I won't do much canned fish. There's some kind of canned fish out of Sweden. Have you heard about this? where
Oh,
the
that
fish-
real stinky stuff?
It's rotten. What in the hell?
Why?
What? Dude's trying. He's going, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to try it.
I've seen those.
And he's
they
puking.
gag.
Yeah.
Dude, if the smell of something makes me gag, it's not going in my mouth.
No. Why? How is this even a thing?
God didn't create us to smell that and go, oh, that's terrible. I'm going to eat it.
Hey, well, again, I'm just going to throw that disclaimer out there. You do you, boo.
You do you, but
I'm not eating that
no, that's terrible.
shit. Not,
Nope.
No, I'm out.
Well,
So
man,
but dude, I'm hot and heavy on a daggum RV these days. I'm wanting an RV.
what are you thinking? Now, okay, so what kind of RV? Because you got
A pull behind.
the pull behind. Okay. Yeah. You don't want the kind you just jump in and drive?
Hell no. That's
Yeah.
motor involved. No, I'm good. I've got
All right.
one vehicle. I don't need to put up
So
with
are you looking for,
casitas.
oh, nice.
They're fiberglass top and bottom.
Uh-huh.
We actually went and looked at a local person. I really thank this person for letting us come look at it. I just could not pull it off. She had a very nice Airstream base camp.
Mm-hmm.
22 foot, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, 16 foot. It was small on the inside. I come from the tent generation,
Yeah.
and I'm okay with small. I'm good with that,
Yeah,
but off
you
the
and I-
ground, and I'm
Yeah.
a lot better now. My wife, that's a different story. So she's got to be able to enjoy this too, or we can't do that.
I took Debbie camping, real camping,
Yeah, man, I did
one time with the boys.
Me too. I did it with just me and her when we first
Well,
got married.
we went camping one time, me and her and the boys, and I even bought her a blow up air mattress.
Oh,
You know,
so she probably didn't appreciate that much.
I was sleeping on a stump. You know,
Right, dude.
and because you just like, there's a rock there. I'm not going to lay that way. But well, there's a couple of things. I was in my late 30s then, and so at this point, I was like going, man, this seems a lot harder on
Yeah,
the ground
dude,
than it did back when
we
we were
did it,
kids.
I was
That's
20.
the last time we went real camping.
I was 27 or 28, and we camped at below Buffalo, not the Buffalo. I'm sorry, Bull Shoals.
Yeah.
Below Bull Shoals Dam there on the river.
Yeah.
And I
Been there
didn't
before.
have a boat at that time. I was wanting a boat pretty bad, and we tried to sleep on the ground in a tent. Yeah. That's out.
Yeah, you.
No,
So that's the last time I did like real camping. The last time I did cold weather camping.
It's not out, but it's not preferable. I'm not doing
Yeah.
it if I can help it. How about that?
This was probably 89 or 90, and a bunch of guys I worked with I worked at the Target Distribution Center
Right.
for a while, and a bunch of guys there said, "Hey, we're going to go up and go camping up at 56 Arkansas. It's called Bark Shed." I said, "Okay,
I've been there.
It's a primitive campground." So all right, and the weekend we planned it, and of course this is November in Arkansas. Okay,
It's going to rain. Just
well,
saying.
it wasn't.
It's
It was
going to
actually
rain.
beautifully clear. But on the weekend we planned it, and it's like, well, next weekend we'll go camping. And it's like, it's like the week before. It was 76 degrees. Great. Well, we started watching the forecast, and The low's going to be 19 degrees and the high is going to be 24. And went, yeah, we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
no, that was the last time I went cold weather camping. Once again, things I could tolerate as a kid, as an adult, I realized, no,
the things that
I'm out.
the things that you and I learned in all the years of scouting, we can survive.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there's no doubt in my mind.
If you put me in the woods,
I can survive.
I'll be okay.
But
I'd rather not.
there's some creature comforts that I would like to have, and that's why I'm looking at RV. I just want to be able to pull it up and have a bed. As long as I got a bed and a chair, I can get a fold-out chair and sit. I've sat in them for years at ball fields.
Oh, I love those little fold-out chairs.
Yep,
look in my backyard. You know what's in front of my grill?
Yep,
fold-out chair.
Comfy. They're comfy, and I can survive. I don't need a TV. I don't need anything. Music. As long as I got some music, I'm good.
Yeah,
I can rock out right there. And I don't know, man. It'll be like everything else I get. It'll be great for a while, and then I'm gonna sell the camper.
I'm gonna sell the camper. Anybody want to buy a boat?
Yeah,
I got a boat.
Oh, that's the boat. That's no.
The boat's not negotiable.
That's a last resort.
That's the last resort. That sticks around a little bit. Oh,
that's
man.
my zen, baby.
The zen.
I am at perfect peace on that river.
There is something to be said of being on the water.
I'm at perfect peace on that river.
Yeah.
I get mad at my motor not running. That'll make me mad.
Yeah.
Or a guide that keeps backboating me. You've been with me up there. I don't like that. Don't do that. You're welcome to pull in behind me and float behind me, but don't watch me catching fish and then come backboat me. That's a faux pas. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not cool. So that's my spiel on fishing.
Don't. So if you've gotten nothing else from this podcast, if you've gotten nothing else from this, don't backboat Chris.
No.
If you ever thought of backboating Chris.
There's not going to be a confrontation on the river.
No, there's not.
But I'm going to find someplace else to fish pretty quick.
Yeah. He's going to give you such a look.
Yeah, I'm probably going to give you a look. That's probably going to
happen. Give you
such a look. Come on,
look.
man.
Come on.
His excuse is I'm making money. Well, my excuse is this is my outlet. So
this is my outlet.
You're screwing with my currency. This is my.
Throw me a freaking bone here.
All right. Come on. Come on. Yeah, well, we went from Gen X to kind of Willey Vanilli on this one.
We did. We started off with Gen X responding to people who don't like us and don't like the things that we do, and we really don't care, but we just thought it was amusing that they got upset about some of these things.
We're contemplating
being called buddy,
taking this into a physical direction.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Not a great idea.
Most
Especially
of these
the guy
people
said, you're going to
lazy.
feel the back of my hand on your face.
You're going to feel a 45 in the forehead.
Yeah, because we ain't playing no more. I was in fear for my life.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, dude, these people are tired.
We're tired.
We're tired.
We're tired. Get off our lawn. And that's just the way
Just
it
leave
goes.
us alone, man.
That's all we ask. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you listening. Tune into the next episode to see what Chris decides on an RV.
I'm not going to get him one. I'm just looking. Dreamers.
He's dreaming. Hey, listen, we love you guys. ButchandChris.com. Have your day, people.
God bless our troops. AMF, guys.